Welcome back to my channel. This is Alicia Creates. I'm Alicia. Today I'm going to be doing another 1 hour sprint, give or take a little bit of time. I'm really excited because I know yesterday I got to pick up after a really emotional scene and I got to add a kind of romantic-ish scene, and I started to dive into a new character, and today I get to fully add a scene with that character and I'm really pumped. Um, I'm so excited to add that character. And write the scene because the scene's gonna have a little bit of drama. Sorry if your ears just bled for that, but I'm so excited. But yeah, today I'm just gonna go ahead and, well, I say I'm gonna go ahead and dive right in. Before I do, I'm gonna tell a little tiny story. So my kitten, okay, so I don't know what part I want to tell first. Okay, so my new kitten, he was really teeny tiny, and we were keeping him locked out of our room. Like, we let our cats on our beds. We're not monsters. Like, we're not people who think that our animals shouldn't be on our beds. Like, if you're that way, whatever, you do you, but we're like, whatever, you can get on our bed, you can sleep in our bed with us, we don't care. But he's tiny. He was tiny, tiny, tiny. And our bed is really high off the floor to the point that when we kick our legs over the side of the bed and we hop out of bed, we literally fall like a foot or more out of bed. Uh, which we're gonna get that sorted out later. It's a new bed, so we don't want that. We just have to, hold on. There's like a big skin colored gap in my hair in the viewfinder really far away, and I can't tell what's going on. Oh, no, I don't know why it looks like that. From so far away, it looked really weird. Anyway. But yeah, so we were scared if we let him loose in our, like, in, like, full range of the house at night, we were gonna get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom and accidentally, you know? So we weren't letting him in our room at night, which was really sad. And we started letting him in our room because he was big enough that he could get up into the bed. He had to climb, but he could get up into the bed, and he was big enough that we shouldn't, in our sleepy haste to get to the bathroom, accidentally step on him or anything. And he's cuddly in a way that my other cat isn't. Like, my other cat likes to lay on my feet and, like, between my legs and between me and my boyfriend when we're sleeping, and it's so sweet. I like that. I like that. That's his spot. But the kitten likes to lay under the blanket and likes me to hold him, which is so precious. So I just had to share that. I am loving that. That is so cute. It's so cute. He comes up, he gets around my face, and he lets out this little squeak. And so I lift up the blanket, and he goes in, he turns around, and he just plops. He just plops right down on my arm and lays his little head on the pillow and just, oh, it's so cute. But yeah, that's what's happening in my house right now. It's precious, but yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and get started on writing this character. I'm really excited. There's about to be some drama. So there was an emotional scene, romance, now we're gonna have some drama. I added this character and I gave him like this kind of funny little nervous twitch, and it's just cracking me up. He was just a very minor little character for a scene to bridge the awkward romance scene to this new scene for a situation, and it's funny. But he's cracking me up. He's a funny little guy. He's just a funny little guy. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on the writing. The word count that we're starting off on is 28,445 words. So that's where we're at now. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I like how I am always like, I'm not gonna talk a lot. I'm just gonna tell you what's going on, what I'm about to do, and I'm gonna hop in. And I'm like, nope, can't do that. Can't do that. Can't have that. Gotta jabber for a few minutes. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get started, and I will see you guys at the end to let you know where I'm at and let you know my word count. Okay, so where I left off was I added that character. He is a colorful character. Well, I say when they first meet him, the main character, she already knows him. The other two, when they first meet him, he is wearing currently, it could change, but he is currently wearing blue flared dress pants and orange and brown um orange and brown paisley shirt, like dress shirt that's tucked into the blue. They were gonna be olive pants, but I think the blue goes better with the shirt. I just described like orange and brown paisley shirt. Um, he's very nice. He's a good person, but one of the characters definitely wanted to hurt him for a good reason. And I'm not going to go into specifics on that. Well, I say for a good reason. There's a lesson here for someone. Kind of. To allude to... This is definitely an alluding scene. For later. Oh! I may have to cut this bit out so I don't give too much away from my book. But... oh, no, he's a fun character. He's a colorful character. I like his outfit that I have him up here in for his first scene. I think that's a fun time. I'm trying to decide, since they're gonna have to, because they're meeting him because they have to borrow something from him, and I'm trying to decide if I want them to have to meet him again to return it, or if it's a situation where they just kind of hold on to it and they return it behind the scenes, like off page at a later date, or the main character returns it off page herself, or something like that. I can't decide. So, or like mail it back. Okay, so I actually just got a message from my boyfriend, so now I have another story to tell you. So when we moved into this house, there was so many leaves, and so we had to bag them up. And our last house we moved into, they had this specific like leaf service situation, so we knew what to do with the leaves. But since we just moved here, we didn't know what we needed to do with the leaves. So we bagged them up and we had them sitting on the back porch for a very, 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 very long time. So long, in fact, that a bird, we believe, had moved into them and it was nesting inside of the bags, inside of the leaves. And we had kind of forgotten about it. And we had some junk people come by and pick up the bags of leaves and just some random boxes of junk that at which I still have Box Apocalypse in the corner. Don't worry, it's still there. But they just came by and hauled off a bunch of stuff. Well, I say a bunch. Their truck was literally just a small little truck. But they hauled off the leaves and they hauled off a couple other, like, boxes of boxes, basically. Just other random stuff for us. We need to do it again once we go through the house and get rid of some more stuff. But we've kind of forgot about the bird. And I was sitting in the dining room, and we have this big screen door that opens up into the back patio in the backyard, and I saw this tiny little brown bird hopping around the porch looking around like, where is my home? And I was like, so I messaged my boyfriend and I told him about it, and he messaged me just now. He's like, oh no, I feel terrible. So that's what that message just was. Yeah, so if I did leave in the scene about the character added, I don't know how much he's going to be in the book. I do want to add another scene with him. I don't know if it's going to be in this book or another book, but I do have two characters I plan on having in the second book. They are also pretty awesome. I'm pretty excited about them. The first book isn't going to have too many extra characters that are kind of bigger characters, because the bigger characters in the first book are supposed to be the two guys that I have introduced to the main character in the first bit. So yeah, But then later on in the first book, and then also more so in the second book, and so on and so forth, in more books, I'll be able to add more people that kind of get to show up here and there more, which is exciting. Because I have some ideas brewing. Oh, I'm so excited. Like the guy I was just talking about, I really like him. And then the two people I'm working on right now, like I'm brainstorming, I already really like them, and they don't even exist on, like, I'm just, they exist as a plot point in my head. One of them doesn't even have a name. One of them has a name, one of them doesn't. I need to find one of them a good name. Like, I have an idea for a name in my head, like, it suits them, but when I say it out loud, it just falls flat. So I don't know if I need to build them out and just associate that name with them more, or if the name just doesn't suit them, you know? So I need to sort that out. But anyway, that is enough rambling. I don't want to give too much away by sitting here and talk. I really wish I could just fully tell you about my book more, but I shouldn't, I shan't, and I can't. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day. I'm gonna go get some stuff around the house done. And I will get some more writing done tomorrow. I will see you tomorrow. While this creative spark is going on, I'm just gonna go ahead and write some more stuff, and then I will let you know, like at the beginning of the video, whether I'm adding more stuff or I'm working on an edit. But right now, my next video is probably gonna be a creative spark, continue writing new stuff, because I have some stuff to write. I've got some great ideas going, but yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for sticking around. I love all of you. You guys are awesome for sticking around. Like I said, January is just gonna be writing vlog every day. And then once January is over, I'm gonna go back to my regular crochet content. I'm gonna add a couple other craft style content in there as well, because I do other crafts as well. So I'd like to add those in there as well. And then I'm also gonna do some writing vlogs as well. So, how many times can I say as well? Jeez. So, you're gonna get those 3 different things thrown in together, but I'm still gonna do my crochet. I'm just gonna do a few other crafts sometimes. But it is gonna be probably majority crochet, because that is most of my, I'd say like 80 to 90% of my crafting is crochet. So there's gonna be a tiny little bit of other crafts in there, and then I'm also gonna do some writing vlogs still. So, when it comes to the crafting content, 90 to 80% of it's going to be crochet. But when it comes to overall content, I would say it's going to be pretty evenly probably split. I might, for now, while I'm working on this and I'm really into it, it might still be a lot of writing. I don't know. We'll see. I'm blabbering now. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go. See you guys tomorrow. I hope you have a good time. Leave me an emoji of what's going on in your life, or just tell me what's going on. I will see you tomorrow. I'm just blabbering so much now that I'm stuttering. Bye.